Truthers, you might notice I'm not in beautiful, quiet Nantucket. I'm here in Hyannis on the other side with all the beeping and the cars and the traffic and the noise. Uh, Believe it or not, I was a city boy for years and I loved that shit. I thrived on all that chaos, all that noise, all that loud noise, you know? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you don't have any silverware. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, so anyways, like I said, the noise, I enjoyed it, you know? I enjoyed all the confusion, chaos. Seemed like you could hide in plain sight, kind of, amongst all that, you know? And so what ended up happening is I ended up moving to Nantucket, and I've been out there for almost 4 years. And now that it's slowed down for me, it's like I couldn't imagine actually living in the city again. Thank you.
There you go. Bring me some more.
And that's that. But I want to say something about these events, and I'm going to choose my words carefully. These events that keep happening.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'll just leave the check right here.
All right. Now you can call these events hoaxes. You can call them, pre-planned, staged events, right? I'll say one thing. The president of my country, there has been more of these events under his watch than the past 4 people before him. So, is it just because the world's more a dangerous place? Is it just because more and more regular people are snapping? And I've noticed that these regular people that snap, they're getting better and better. They're getting better. They're turning into a better and better shot every time. It just seems like the numbers go up. My point is if we keep saying there's no evidence, or there's no, they're just going to start producing it. They'll just make it worse. They'll just make it worse. It's just going to get worse. I think that the way that we're going to make any headway is to, if we could all just find a way to turn our backs on the bullshit, man. If we could just find a way to turn our backs on the bullshit, like, not acknowledge it, but it's not going to happen. It just seems like things are moving very fast. And for those of you that believe that these assholes do things on certain days, right, and certain times, like if you don't believe that Friday the 13th is an unlucky day by accident, or is it an unlucky day because people plan things on that day and do things on that day? Is that why it's unlucky? So in your spare time, take a look at July 16th. Just look up in history what has happened on July 16th. And you'll see all sorts of crazy things have happened on that day. I got a visitor, look. You got a visitor, see? Do you know, I think that when a wild animal comes close to you and acknowledges you, that's the closest you'll ever come to the creator saying, hello, hi.
Well, no, even closer.
That's right now. He's hungry, but
It's nice.
I have a dog that, she lives with my mom now, but I had her for 10 years. And I tell you, man, I just feel like absolutely honored to have that connection.
Dog.
To have the connection with something that's not a human being. You know what I mean? I wish I was actually as cool as my dog thinks I am.
Backwards it's gone.
What?
Backwards it's gone. Interesting. Okay, bye.
See ya. What would you say if I told you the world was flat? Oh man, I got my son. Oh, listen, man, I'm not trying to turn anybody into a flat earther that doesn't want to be, but it's gonna be pretty hard being around me and not taking in all this info, spewing out at the mouth. I got my kid out there playing guitar now, and people stop and they talk to him, and he's like, "What would you say if I told you that the Earth might be flat?" What did you say? So funny, I'm having arguments on Facebook with people. Like, I don't go on Facebook anymore. It's fucking useless. And you know what? Very small percentage of those people on there are actually my friends anyways. Just because what? I knew you and we grew up in the same town, now we're friends on Facebook, and you think you can frickin' text in and give me shit about how retarded I am? And I'm like, listen, I'll have any conversation with any one of you guys and I'll answer any of your questions. You need to take at least 1 hour out of your life and look into a few of these things before I have these arguments with you, because I tell people what I know and they just say no, see, look, it says here in the book, and I'm like, right, I understand, I'm telling you the book's not true, I'm contesting the book, right? So you at least need to take an hour out of your life and look into what I'm doing and what I'm saying, and then we can have some sort of debate or an argument about it. Till then, you got nothing, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'll keep going on there every now and then. I'm giving you a nice long narrative about why I'm not retarded and, why you're actually blind and asleep. But it's useless. It's pointless. The only reason I even have it is so I can make free phone calls and stuff, that get monitored by the state. But free phone calls to my son and stuff, who cares, But, I mean, why would they give you free phone calls, Why? Unless it benefited them. Simple stuff. But yeah, like I said, with all these events, these shootings, trying to watch my words, because I'm finding out people are having a lot of trouble with their channels, depending upon what their subject matter is. And hey, you get away from my plate. Look at this guy, dude. Like he fucking owns the place. Look at this dude. Look at that butt over there too. But look at this guy, like he owns the joint. Look at him. Pretty. Yeah, I really do. I think when an animal, not one that's necessarily looking for food, but when an animal comes up and acknowledges you, that's the creator saying, I see you. And who knows, when they used to say God is watching you, maybe that's how. Through the animals. Why not? They're all him or her or it anyways. Just like we are. Just like you and me. Anyways, I'm just in a really good mood, and I figured I'd just put up a little hey, what's up? Hey, thanks for all the subs and views, by the way. I appreciate it. Fellas. What would you say if I told you that the earth was flat and I could actually prove it? What would you say? Would you say that you need to call it? Us right now? Yeah. I could stop taping you if you'd like, but well, you really didn't want me to film, so I stopped. But those two officers right there basically did just say, after I named off a couple of things, they said, wow, that's interesting. I don't believe you, though. He said, but you know what? I'm going to check it out, because that sounds interesting. One person at a time, guys. Or in this case, two people. Right? That's how it's done, man. That's how it's done. That is how it is done. Anyways. I got some work to do because, you guys will all find out about it later, I'll tell you. Peace talk.